Hello friends, good evening. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IS English. Today's topic of discussion is, can you guess? The title is Golden Age of Mughal Architecture. Like in the previous sessions, we had discussed about that painting reached its epitome during the time of Nuruddin Muhammad Salim, also referred as Jahangir. Similarly, the era of Shah Jahan is referred as Golden Age of Mughal architecture. And the finest example is specifically the Taj Mahal, located in the region of Agra. So today's video, we are going to discuss about Shah Jahan, okay, who was the third son of Jahangir. So guys, those who are new to the platform, let me tell you one thing. We are going through the series of medieval Indian history, wherein I have covered diversified topics like rise of Islam, the rulers of Delhi Sultanate, precisely the dynasties of Delhi Sultanate, such as the slave dynasty, also referred as Mamluk dynasty, followed by Khilji, Tughlaq, Sayyid and Lodi, followed by their administration. Sufism and Bhakti movement, different regional kingdoms such as Odisha, Jaunpur, Bihar and Bengal, and so on. Now we are going through the series of Mughal rulers. And by now we have covered 4 important rulers, such as Babur, followed by his son Humayun, which basically means the most fortunate enough. But time and again I have told you one thing. He is considered as the most unfortunate ruler of the entire Mughal dynasty, followed by Akbar, who is considered as the greatest ruler of specifically the Mughal dynasty. We had discussed Akbar in quite depth and detail, wherein we had discussed about the second battle of Panipat, which was fought between Akbar and Hemchandra Vikramaditya, also referred as Hemu, which was fought in 1556. Actually, the battle was fought between one of the representatives of Akbar. He was also the regent to Akbar, whose name was Bairam Khan. Correct? We had also seen about the different expeditions led by Akbar, such as the Malwa, Gujarat, Gondwana, Kashmir, Kabul, Bengal, Bihar, and so on. Apart from this, the Rajputana policy that Akbar adopted, the famous battle of Haldi Ghati, which was fought between Akbar and Maharana Pratap Ji, one of the Maharanas of Mewar, followed by Battle of Dever, which is also referred as Marathon of Mewar. Then we had seen about Jahangir. And now we are going to start with another important ruler whose name was Shah Jahan. Okay, so now pay attention carefully. Everything has been mentioned as a part of PDF or PPT. I will be uploading the PDF or PPT on the Telegram channel, that is history_Alok Ojha. Got it? Here, for easier understanding of the concept, like the previous session, I will go in a very gradual step-by-step manner with the use of flow charts for easier understanding of the concept. Clear? Let's move ahead. Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, his name was Khurram, and he is considered as the third son of Jahangir. Okay? Like specifically the sons who were contenders to throne, there were 4 sons. One was Khusro, Parviz, third one Shah Jahan or Khurram, and the fourth one was Shahriyar. At this particular point of time, I have talked about Jahangir and his wife Mehrun-Nisa. I'll repeat the story again within short for next 1 to 2 minutes. Like it is said that Mehrun-Nisa, she is also referred in the books of history as Noor Jahan, light of the world. And this title has been given to her by Jahangir. Mehrun-Nisa, she played a very important role in the Mughal court, specifically during the time of Jahangir. Her father, Itmad-ud-Dawla, also referred as Ghiat Mirza Beg, was also one of the important nobles in the court of Jahangir. And the credit goes to his daughter, Mehrun-Nisa. Her brother Asaf Khan was also another important noble in the court of Jahangir. Again, the credit goes to Mehrun-Nisa or Noor Jahan. Now, it is said that This person, Jahangir, he had fallen in love with Mehrun-Nisa. And after the death of Akbar, it is believed that he killed Mehrun-Nisa's husband, who was an Iranian commander during the time of Mughals. His name was Sher Afghan. Mehrun-Nisa and his daughter, Ladli Begum, both of them were being imprisoned for approximately around 1.5 to 2 years. And finally, Mehrun-Nisa was married to Jahangir. And then she was referred as Noor Jahan. Now, majority of the decisions during the time of Jahangir was being taken by Noor Jahan. She was running a parallel court referred as Janta. And it had a lot of influence and impact on Jahangir, to which Khurram was quite aware. Simple words, Shah Jahan was quite aware. Now, after the death of Jahangir, there was a war of succession. At that particular point of time, it is believed that this lady, Noor Jahan, wanted Shahryar to succeed. On the other hand, Asaf Khan, who was maternal uncle of Khurram or Shah Jahan, and also brother of this lady, Noor Jahan, wanted Shah Jahan to assume the throne because he was competent enough. So with the support of his maternal uncle, Asaf Khan, Shah Jahan occupied the throne of Mughal Empire. And now Shah Jahan, he became the new Mughal emperor. Hope you understood how Shah Jahan came to power. Now, the most important aspects that we need to understand about Shah Jahan is about the expeditions led by Shah Jahan, particularly the Bundelkhand one, action that was taken against Khan Jahan Lodi, one of the governors of the region of Deccan, followed by specifically how did Shah Jahan defeat Malik Ambar, an Ethiopian slave who has risen to the position of a king, and killed him. That is a part of his Deccan policy. So in today's video, we'll go in a step-by-step manner for easier understanding of the concepts. Hope the points are clear till here. Okay, let's move ahead. Bundelkhand. There are certain districts of Uttar Pradesh which are a part of Bundelkhand. And there are certain northern districts of Madhya Pradesh which are also the part of Bundelkhand. Correct? Specifically speaking, like Bundelkhand, it has a lot of strategic importance. And time and again, I have talked about the geographical distribution of Madhya Pradesh. Correct? Like for example, the southern part of Madhya Pradesh is referred as Nimad. The western part of Madhya Pradesh is referred as Malwa. It encompasses districts such as Dhar, Mandu, Indore, Ujjain, and so on. The eastern part of Madhya Pradesh is Baghelkhand. The certain parts such as Shevpur, Bhind, Morena, these are referred as Chambal. And the northern part of MP majorly encompasses the region of Bundelkhand, with its capital at Orchha. Okay? Like I'll tell you one of the interesting facts about Orchha. You can Google it. And I've made a shorts on this as well on the StudyIQ IS English platform, wherein Orchha is also referred as Ayodhya of Madhya Pradesh. Have you heard about this? Just go through the shorts and also Google it. You'll come to know why Orchha is referred as what we say, specifically Ayodhya of MP. Correct? And this region of Bundelkhand, it is of strategic importance as well because it has a lot of forts such as the Gwalior Fort, the Fort of Kalinjar. And I have given you the strategic importance of Kalinjar, like why Sher Shah Suri was interested in capturing the Fort of Kalinjar. Because Kalinjar is approximately 800 to 850 feet above the plain area, which gives a positive edge against the enemy attack. Correct? And Sher Shah Suri also died due to accidental blast of gunpowder while besieging the fort of Kalinjar. Correct? Now, let's understand what was the revolt in Bundelkhand all about in a very systematic format. This is a flow chart. And the basic purpose of the flow chart is to make you understand the concept in a very systematic and easier format. Okay? And I have told you previously that I have explained all the things as a part of PDF or PPT. Like guys, suppose if you directly start reading the PDF or PPT, probably you might understand things. But after 2 to 3 readings, but if you listen to the session properly, if you observe the flow chart properly and then go for reading the PDF or PPT, I'm pretty sure about this. You will understand things completely. Okay? Now let's understand. Hope you remember this person, Bir Singh Bundela. Correct? Like Bir Singh Bundela, he played a very crucial role in assassinating whom? It is believed that Bir Singh Bundela, he played a very crucial role in assassinating this person, Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl was one of the Navratnas in the court of Akbar. Correct? So he played a very crucial role, a very major role in assassination of that person. Like who asked Bir Singh Bundela to assassinate Abul Fazl? Jahangir. And I've told you the entire story. So at that particular point of time, during the reign of Jahangir, Bir Singh Bundela had a different kind of respect. He had a different kind of reverence in the Mughal court. And he adorned the Mughal court at that time. And like it is said that this person, Bir Singh Bundela, he passed before Jahangir. Okay? And at that time, he was being succeeded by his son, whose name was Jujhar Singh. Now, Jahangir, he also accepted Bir Singh Bundela's son, Jujhar Singh, as one of the Mughal vassals. And he was given the same respect that was given to his father, Bir Singh Bundela. So what happened? Jujhar Singh, he adorned the court of Jahangir as well. And the administration of Bundelkhand was being taken care of by his son, whose name was Bikramjit Singh. Meanwhile, Jahangir also passed away. And Jahangir was succeeded by his son, whose name was Shah Jahan. We had seen how Shah Jahan came to power. So what happened? In fact, Shah Jahan also accepted this person, Jujhar Singh, as one of the Mughal vassals, and the administration again was being run by Jujhar Singh's son, Bikramjit Singh. Okay? Now, Bikramjit Singh, he was a tyrannical ruler. What did he do? He used to impose all sorts of taxes on the peasants. Okay? And Shah Jahan, he is also known for his liberal policies. Not like Akbar, but he is known for his liberal policies to an extent. Hence, many historians also refer Shah Jahan as a little Akbar. Have you heard about this fact that Shah Jahan is also referred as little Akbar? So, this person, he was a tyrannical person and he used to impose all sorts of taxes on the peasant. And those who did not pay the taxes, their land was being confiscated. Shah Jahan comes to know about this. And he immediately asked Jujhar Singh to take action against his son Bikramjit Singh. Jujhar Singh, he did not do anything. In fact, Jujhar Singh, he fled away from the Mughal court and reached the region of Bundelkhand and started supporting his son Bikramjit Singh. This completely infuriated and annoyed Shah Jahan. He became very angry at this and he asked the Mughal forces to surround the entire region of Bundelkhand from all the sides. Initially, Jujhar Singh and his son, they offered resistance. But later on, Jujhar Singh knew one important fact, that fighting with these people, fighting with Mughals, is completely a futile effort from my side. Because I cannot defeat single-handedly the huge army of the Mughals under Shah Jahan at that time. So finally, he surrendered. At that time, it is believed that Jujhar Singh, he gave 1,000 gold mohars to Shah Jahan. Apart from this, he gave 40 to 50 elephants 10 to 15 lakh rupees. And at that time, this person, Jujhar Singh, was being pardoned and he was sent to Deccan expedition. And he conducted his Deccan expeditions for the next 5 years in a very peaceful manner. So he was a vassal again of whom? He was vassal of Shah Jahan. Is the story clear till here? Okay. Now moving ahead. If you remember, during the time of Akbar, I've told you the region of Gondwana was also being captured by Akbar. We have seen the entire story of Rani Durgavati ji. We have seen the entire story of his son, whose name was Veer Narayan. So the entire region of Gondwana, central part of India, came under the Mughal suzerainty during the time of Akbar. So simple words, Gondwana was also one of the vassals of the Mughals. And the ruler at that time was Prem Narayan during the time of Shah Jahan. Okay. Now, as I've told you, Jujhar Singh, he was sent to Deccan expedition. For the next 5 years, he was involved in the Deccan expeditions. And finally, he reached his capital, Orcha. Now, this person, Jujhar Singh, he decided that, why don't I capture the region of Gondwana, central India? And he attacked the region of Gondwana and conquered it and defeated its ruler, Prem Narayan. Now what happened? Bundelkhand was also the vassal of Shah Jahan. Gondwana, they were also the vassals of Shah Jahan or the Mughals. So this is completely against the law. And Shah Jahan immediately asked Jujhar Singh that apologize this person Prem Narayan, because the son of Prem Narayan, he went to Shah Jahan. And he said that we have been regularly paying the tributes to the Mughals. We have been helping out the Mughals in major expeditions. So why did this person conquer the region of Gondwana? And I request a strict action needs to be taken against this person, Jujhar Singh. Shah Jahan immediately called Jujhar Singh in the court and said, immediately give back the kingdom of Gondwana, or give them some other Jagir, or give them 10 lakh rupees. To which Jujhar Singh denied. And again at this particular point of time, Shah Jahan got infuriated. He got angry. And immediately Shah Jahan dispatched one of his sons, whose name is Alamgir, also referred as Aurangzeb, to conquer the region of Bundelkhand. It is believed that Aurangzeb, Alamgir, and everyone might heard about him. He is considered as one of the most cruel rulers of the entire Mughal dynasty. One of the most cruel rulers. He attacked the region of Bundelkhand, occupied its capital Orcha, created a massacre in this region. And after that, it is said that many of the women, they were being captured and imprisoned. The children were being killed, the elderly people were being killed, and Jujhar Singh and his son, specifically Bikramjit Singh, both were being beheaded finally. And the entire region of Bundelkhand now came under whom? It came under Mughal suzerainty. Now what happened? There was a person whose name was Devi Singh. He was given the charge of Bundelkhand now. And who is Devi Singh? He is one of the relatives of Jujhar Singh. And he had assisted Aurangzeb in acquiring the region of Bundelkhand. Precisely its capital, Orcha. Okay? But many of the Rajput rulers, they did not accept Devi Singh as their ruler. And one such Rajput ruler was Champat Rai of Mahoba. In fact, his son, Chhatrasal, he fought for independence of Bundelkhand for a long time. I'll give you one of the finest example about this. When Aurangzeb's, what we say, military commander, Bangash Khan, he had attacked the region of Bundelkhand. The ruler, Raja Chhatrasal, he had sought help from Peshwa Bajirao. Correct? And you might have seen this episode in the movie Bajirao Mastani. True? So, precisely speaking, this is about the entire episode of revolt in the region of Bundelkhand during the time of Shah Jahan. Hope you understood this flow chart. Clear? I will again explain the things in short for easier understanding of the concept. I am repeating these concepts. Why? Because you can easily understand them. Pay attention carefully. During the time of Jahangir, Bir Singh Bundela was one of the important persons in the Mughal court. And Bir Singh Bundela had played a very crucial and pivotal role in assassinating Abul Fazl, one of the court historians and Navratnas in the court of Akbar. Now, Bir Singh Bundela, he passed away before Jahangir. And he was being succeeded by his son, whose name was Jujhar Singh. So, Jahangir also accepted his son Jujhar Singh as one of the vassals in the Mughal court. Jujhar Singh's son, Bikramjit Singh, he used to take care of the administration in the region of Bundelkhand. Okay? With the passage of time, Jahangir also passed away. And he was being succeeded by his third son, whose name was Khurram, also referred as Shah Jahan. Now, Shah Jahan noticed one thing, that Bikramjit, the son of Jujhar Singh, the vassals of Mughals, specifically, he was a tyrant. He used to impose all sorts of the taxes on the peasants and used to extract huge amount or surplus amount of revenue from them. If the peasants denied the payment of taxes, he used to confiscate their lands. Shah Jahan comes to know about this and he asked Jujhar Singh that, please go and explain your son. In fact, Jujhar Singh started supporting his son and he fled away to the region of what we say Bundelkhand. Immediately Shah Jahan, he got annoyed, infuriated, and he asked the Mughal forces to surround the entire region of Bundelkhand from all the sides. In fact, Shah Jahan himself reached the region of Gwalior. Jujhar Singh initially fought a battle. To an extent, he was successful. Later on, he surrendered. Then he went to the region of Deccan. After 5 years, he came back to the region of Orcha, the capital of Bundelkhand. Now, he conquered and captured the region of Gondwana, who were also the vassals of the Mughals. And the ruler at that time was Prem Narayan. The son of Prem Narayan goes to Shah Jahan, tells him that we have been paying you tribute for a long time. We have been supporting you in majority of the expeditions that you're leading. But still, you are one of the vassals have conquered the region of Gondwana. Immediately Shah Jahan called Jujhar Singh that return back the kingdom or give them some other jagir or pay them rupees 10 lakh. All these conditions were being denied by Jujhar Singh. Again, Shah Jahan was infuriated. And now Shah Jahan decided to overthrow the rule of Jujhar Singh and his son Bikramjit Singh once and for all. Shah Jahan dispatched one of his sons, Alamgir, also referred as Aurangzeb, one of the most cruel rulers of the Mughal dynasty in the coming years. He captured the capital Orcha of Bundelkhand. He created a massacre in that region. And finally, Bikramjit Singh and Jujhar Singh both were being beheaded and killed. The entire region of Bundelkhand was handed over to Devi Singh, who had supported Shah Jahan in the expeditions at that time. Precisely supported Aurangzeb in the expeditions at that time. But people of Bundelkhand did not like the rule of Devi Singh. And in fact, Champat Rai, the ruler of Mahoba, and his son Chhatrasal fought for independence of Bundelkhand for a long time. This is the entire story of Bundelkhand. Hope it is clear, my friends. Correct? This is the entire explanation of the things, okay, that I have presented in the format of a flow chart. Entire thing. Got it? Khan Jahan Lodi. Now, within the next 5 minutes, we'll understand about Khan Jahan Lodi. During the time of Jahangir, okay, Khan Jahan Lodi, he was one of the Afghans and he was one of the loyal, nobles of the Mughals. So during the time of Jahangir, he was made as the governor of Deccan. Jahangir passed away. He was being succeeded by his son, Shah Jahan. And at that time, Khan Jahan Lodi, he had given the region of Balaghat, which is presently in Madhya Pradesh, to the rulers of Ahmednagar. So Shah Jahan, he asked Khan Jahan Lodi that go and acquire the region of Balaghat again from the Nizam Shahis of Ahmednagar. He attacked the region of Balaghat, but he was not successful. Okay, initially he had given it as a gift, but now he had to attack that region to acquire that. Okay, but this person, Khan Jahan Lodi, he was not successful in acquiring the region of Balaghat. So what did Shah Jahan do? Shah Jahan, he, appointed another governor for Deccan, and his name was Mahabat Khan. And Khan Jahan Lodi, since he was one of the loyal Afghans in the Mughal court, he was made as the governor of Malwa. And I've told you the strategic importance of Malwa previously as well. Malwa, it's a gateway to South. It opens a door of South India. True? So, this person, Khan Jahan Lodi, he was made as the governor of Malwa. Now, one fine day, this person, he was invited in the Mughal court. And when he was invited in the Mughal court, he observed one thing, that he was not given the same respect that he used to get during the time of Jahangir. So Khan Jahan Lodi, the governor of Malwa, he got infuriated now. Okay. And when he got infuriated, it is said that he left the court. And now he understood one thing, that his position is not safe. And Shah Jahan realized one thing, that some or the other day he will, take the revenge of this humiliation or the insult. Immediately Shah Jahan dispatched his able military commanders, and this person, he was killed in the region of UP, around the region of Mahoba. So Khan Jahan Lodi, okay, this was his role during the time of Shah Jahan. Hope you understood. Again in short, 30 seconds. During the time of Jahangir, Khan Jahan Lodi, one of the Afghan nobles and loyals of Jahangir, okay, he was the governor of Deccan. After Jahangir came the rule of Shah Jahan. So Shah Jahan asked Khan Jahan Lodi that acquire the region of Balaghat from the Ahmednagar. But he was not successful in that case. So for the region of Deccan, another governor was being appointed whose name was Mahabat Khan. And Khan Jahan Lodi, he was made as the governor of Malwa. After some time, he visited the Mughal court. He did not get the same treatment that he used to get previously. Probably he might revolt further. So what happened? Shah Jahan dispatched one of his able military commanders, and what happened? This person was being killed. So this is about this. So specifically speaking, Shah Jahan, like I've told you, he dispatched one of his able military commanders whose name was Madho Singh, and he was not killed near Mahoba, he was killed near Banda. I repeat, he was not killed near Mahoba, he was killed near Banda district of UP. Okay. Portuguese. Revolt of Portuguese during the time of Shah Jahan. Now let's understand the role of Portuguese. Now let me tell you in short within next 2 to 3 minutes about Portuguese. Although I have covered Portuguese in quite depth and detail as a part of modern Indian history. Okay. Now, Portuguese were the first Europeans to come to India. When approximately around 1430s, when the world thought that the land is a milestone, there were two countries of the world, Spain and Portugal. They gave birth to seafarers who started exploring the higher seas. And they were being supported by the rulers of Portugal. Initially King John I, followed by King Henry, followed by King John II. And finally there was discovery of Cape of Good Hope by Bartolomé Dias. At that time, the region of Americas was being specifically, there was another person who visited the court of King of Spain, Ferdinand, he started exploring in the region of America. Bartolomeo Dias, he explored to the southern tip of Africa, referred as Cape of Good Hope. Later on, around 1497, 1498, Vasco da Gama, along with 4 ships and approximately around 176 to 178 crew members, guided by a Gujarati merchant Abdul Majid, reached on the coast of Calicut. And at that time, the ruler of Calicut, the Eradi dynasty ruler of the Calicut was Samutri, also referred as Zemurin. Initially, he did not acquire the permission to trade in that region. Vasco da Gama was being followed by Pedro Cabral. Again, Vasco da Gama came back. Okay, and this time Vasco da Gama earned approximately 60 times profit just in sale of black pepper in the European markets. And at that time, after Vasco da Gama, like he went back, then comes Francisco de Almeida. He is considered as the first Portuguese governor in India. And Francisco de Almeida, he had adopted a very different policy, which is referred as blue water policy. Now, what is blue water policy all about? The country which rules the world has ruled the world. Sorry, the country which commands the sea has ruled the world. Finest example is Britain. Britain had colonized approximately around 23 to 24% of the world at its peak. Why? It had a command over the sea, and Portuguese were the first to realize this. If you want to improve your trade perspective, if you want to increase the profit margin in the European markets, you need to establish a monopoly over the trade in Indian Ocean. And hence Francisco de Almeida, he followed the policy of specifically blue water policy to establish monopoly over the region of Indian Ocean. With the passage of time, Portuguese started establishing factories on the east and the west coast of India. Correct? Later on, Albuquerque, one of the most important persons, he had acquired the region of Goa. Goa became the epicenter of economic activities of the Portuguese. I'm not saying capital. Capital was during the time of Cunha, Nino Cunha. But Goa became the epicenter of their activities. Now what happened? Hooghly, the region of Hooghly, precisely the eastern part of India, in the region of Bengal, was given to Portuguese. And they were given the monopoly to trade in salt. With the passage of time, what did Portuguese do? Portuguese started forcefully imposing Christianity on the locals of the region of Bengal. And at this particular point of time, what happened? Shah Jahan comes to know about this. That these peoples are not only imposing Christianity, in fact, these people are forcefully trying to convert the people into Christianity. Shah Jahan, he got infuriated, and immediately he dispatched few of his nobles, his able military commanders, and defeated the Portuguese around 1632. Many hundreds of Portuguese were being killed. Many of them were being imprisoned. Okay, so this is nothing but the revolt of Portuguese during the time of Shah Jahan. Hope it is clear, my friends. Okay. Now, actually speaking, specifically we believe that the animosity, just a second. Actually speaking, like many of the books have said that during the time of Alamgir or during the time of Aurangzeb, there was animosity with the Jats, the Rajputs, the Marathas and the Sikh. But the actual animosity with the Sikh, it was being, what we say, the relation started getting strained from the time of Shah Jahan itself. Okay. Now how? Now there's a reason, that is Bidhi Singh or also referred as Bidhi Chand. Now, Bidhi Chand, he was being associated with one of the Sikh gurus whose name was Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And later on, he also got associated with another Sikh guru whose name was Guru Har Gobind Ji. Okay. Now, it is believed that once upon a time, there were two Sikh traders who were coming from the region of Afghanistan. And they had two horses along with them. And now they had decided that they are going to dedicate, or they are going to give these two horses precisely to Har Gobind Ji. Okay, the Guru. Now, these two horses, they were quite amazing. They were quite beautiful. Apart from this, when these horses started running, nobody could guess, are these horses running or flying? So in simple words, these horses were so fast. They were so swift. And at the same time, there was a procession that was going on of Shah Jahan. So few soldiers of Shah Jahan, they caught an eye on these two horses. And immediately they asked these two Sikh men to submit the horses. Now at this time, initially they revolted, but finally the Mughals acquired these two horses. Now they go to Bidhi Chand, who was associated with the Guru, whose name was Har Gobind Singh Ji. Now Bidhi Chand, initially it is said that he was a thief. Okay, but Bidhi Chand, after coming in contact with the fifth Sikh Guru, that is Guru Arjan Dev Ji, he gave up that, the profession of stealing and so on. But at this particular point of time, for the Gurus, it is believed that he had again stolen the two horses that has been forcefully taken by the two Sikh, okay, and gave it to the Guru. Mughals came to know about this. Mughals attacked around the region of Kartarpur. Mughals were being defeated. Second time the Mughals again attacked. Again the Mughals were being defeated. Finally the Guru realized one thing, fighting with Mughals is completely futile. Okay, wherein I need to focus more on propagating the simple principles of Sikhism. And finally it is said that he moved to the region of Kiratpur in the hills of Kashmir. He started preaching there, and finally he died in that region. So from the time of Shah Jahan itself, the relations between the Mughals and the Sikh started getting strained. Clear? Now Shah Jahan's Deccan policy, in very simple words, Deccan region, now entire region of Deccan was not being occupied during the time of whom? Jahangir. Now the Deccan, it has been divided into four different kingdoms. Like the first one was Nizam Shahs of Ahmednagar, Adil Shahs of Bijapur, Qutub Shahs of Golconda, and Barid Shahi of Bidar. Okay. At that time, Malik Ambar, who was one of the Ethiopian slaves, he played a very pivotal and a very crucial role. And I've told you the entire story of Malik Ambar, okay, in quite depth and detail, that how he was initially sold into slavery. He was sold into slavery thrice. One, initially by his parents at a different place, okay, that he was born, his original name was Chapu, okay. Later on, he was called as Malik Ambar. So, from the position of slave, he has risen to the position of a great king. So, the entire region of Deccan, major parts of the region of Nizam Shahis of Ahmednagar was under Malik Ambar. And at this particular point of time, Shah Jahan arrived in 1616 in the region of Deccan. He defeated the Malik Ambar and specifically acquired the region of Deccan. So, just in simple words, remember one thing, Malik Ambar was defeated during the time of Shah Jahan. He was not defeated during the time of Jahangir. Okay. Shah Jahan's reign is considered as the golden age of Mughal Empire. Why? The first example that comes is Taj Mahal. And the entire design of Taj Mahal, it was being prepared by Ustad Isa and Isa Muhammad Effendi, while the dome structure was being designed by Ismail Khan. So what is the story of Taj Mahal? Okay, let me tell you this short story within the next 2 minutes. Although We have studied in the books of history that Khurram, he had revolted against his own father Jahangir, but still he is considered as one of the favorite sons of Jahangir. Now, many historians or many Islamic scholars do write that when Khurram or Shah Jahan, he was born, at that time Jahangir became very happy. Okay. And it is said that every time, like when he was born at that time, his weight was being calculated. And whatever might be the weight of that small child, okay, that much amount of gold, pearls, diamonds, gemstones were being distributed among the people. And this was a practice that was being followed precisely every birthday of Shah Jahan. Now, like Shah Jahan, he came into adulthood, and on one of his birthday, he decided to marry Shah Jahan. Okay, specifically, just hold on, guys. 1 second. Now, one fine day, Shah Jahan, Jahangir decided to marry Shah Jahan to Mumtaz Mahal. And with the passage of time, it is said that Mumtaz Mahal, she became one of the favorite wives of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan was on his expedition to the region of Deccan, and at that time his wife Mumtaz Mahal, she was delivering the 14th child of Shah Jahan in the region of Burhanpur, which is located in the Nimad region of Madhya Pradesh. And while delivering the child, she passed away. Shah Jahan's Deccan experiment was quite successful. And on the way back, he had heard about this, that his wife is going to deliver his child. So immediately he came running to the region of Burhanpur. He was very happy. Why? Because his Deccan expedition was quite successful. But as soon as he came to the region of Burhanpur, he comes to know about the, death of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Now he became very upset. As I've told you, she was one of the favorite wives of Shah Jahan. Many Islamic scholars and many historians do write that for the next 2 years, Shah Jahan never listened to musiqui. Musiqui is a kind of music. Okay. Now, one fine day, a lady comes to Shah Jahan and she informs him that before death, your wife had a request that I want my tombs to be one of the most beautiful tombs across the world. Shah Jahan, he invited the architects from different parts of the world, precisely from the region of Persia. Nobody could present him the beautiful design. But these people, such as Ustad Isa Muhammad Effendi, and Ismail Khan, presented the design in front of, Shah Jahan, and Shah Jahan was quite impressed by this. Now, Taj Mahal is located on the banks of river Yamuna. Now, construction on a river side, initially it's a tedious task. So what happened? This person on the banks of the river Yamuna, he initially constructed huge holes. And these holes were being filled with pebbles for a solid structure of Taj Mahal. Okay. Now, you can observe these minarets, correct? There are 4 minarets. So, specifically speaking, the entire structure of Taj Mahal was ready. The minaret structure, it is not inclined inwards. It is just inclined a bit outwards. A bit. I'm not saying completely. Why? In case of any unforeseen situation like earthquake, what will happen? These minaret structure won't fall on the main structure of the Taj Mahal. Okay. Now, if you have observed Taj Mahal closely, you will observe that on the walls of Taj Mahal, you will find precious stones that are being embedded in the walls. Okay. And the technique through which these precious stones are embedded in the walls of Taj Mahal is referred as Petra Dura technique. Okay. Now, the marble that is used in this Taj Mahal, it is referred as Makrana marble. And Makrana marble, it comes from the region of Jodhpur. And finally, the Taj Mahal was being constructed. It took approximately 20 to 22 years for the construction of Taj Mahal. Apart from this, many people believe that approximately 20,000 laborers were being employed in the construction of Taj Mahal. and probably an hypothetical story. I'm not saying it's a true story that the hands of the laborers were being cut. This is not an authenticated story. What I've told you previously, it completely authenticated story as per the Islamic scholars and different historians. But cutting the hands of 22,000 or 20,000 laborers might be a true story, but it is not an authenticated one. So the credit for creation of Taj Mahal goes to whom? Shah Jahan. Red Fort in Delhi. Correct? Red Fort, like it is a quite important place in Delhi. Like I'll give you a very small example about Red Fort. Like you might have heard about this, that Republic Day parade is starts from the region of Rashtrapati Bhavan. And during the time of Republic, now I'll ask you one question before I talk about the significance. Why on the Independence Day the flag is hoisted and why on the Republic Day the flag is unfurled? Okay, like the flag is hoisted from the Red Fort on Independence Day and the flag is unfurled on Republic Day. Please answer in the comment section. Okay, so Red Fort, precisely located in the region of Delhi. Credit goes to Shah Jahan. Apart from Red Fort, specifically Musamman Burj and Sheesh Mahal, Moti Masjid in the region of Agra, Peacock Throne, okay, Jama Masjid in Delhi. All these are the creations of whom? All these are the creations of Shah Jahan. Jama Masjid. Okay. So, Peacock Throne, the words are inscribed, if there is a paradise on the earth, it is here. The famous Kohinoor diamond, also considered as a cursed diamond. Okay. It was presented to Shah Jahan by a person referred as Mir Jumla. So, please remember this fact. And now, just remember the name of the people who had visited the court of Shah Jahan. Francois Bernier, he was a French physician who came to the court of Shah Jahan to cure one of his son whose name was Dara Shikoh. He was suffering from a prolonged illness and he came as a physician. And this person, he stayed in the court of Shah Jahan for a long time and he wrote about different aspects of the society at that time, development of science at that time, okay, science and technology at that time. And he dedicated his major writing to King Louis XIV, the ruler of France at that time. Just remember the name. Then French gem merchant also visited the court of Shah Jahan. His name was Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. Just remember the names for right now. So, Francois Bernier, a physician. Then Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, a French gem merchant. Then comes who? Specifically, Niccolo Manucci. So, Niccolo Manucci, he was an Italian adventurer and traveler who visited India from approximately in 1656 at the very young age of 17. And we'd come to know about the status of the Indian society at that time from his book, whose name was Storia do Mogor. Okay, it's a 4-volume historical account written by Niccolo Manucci, wherein the entire, what we say, society at the time of the Mughal Empire has been described in quite depth and detail. Now, let me add on to something new. Have you heard about the system of Sajda and Paibos? If you remember, I have talked about Sajda and Paibo system during the time of Balban. Balban had introduced Sajda and Paibo system. Okay? Sajda basically means prostration and Paibos means kissing the Sultan's feet. These two systems, Sajda and Paibos, were being abolished by whom? Were being abolished by Shah Jahan. Secondly, while back I've told you, Shah Jahan to an extent was liberal in his religious policy and is also referred as Little Akbar. Why? Because Akbar was quite liberal in comparison to the other Mughal rulers in his religious policies. Like specifically, he had abolished Jizya. He had started a new religion referred as Din-e-Ilahi at Ibadat Khana, where religious debates and discussions were being held and the scholars from all the major religions came at that time, specifically Jainism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism and so on, Zoroastrianism. So similarly, it is believed that during the time of Shah Jahan, there was a Brahmin from the region of Banaras, whose name was Kavindracharya. Okay, he visited the court of Shah Jahan and he requested Shah Jahan to abolish jizya in the region of Prayagraj, at that time Allahabad and Banaras. Why? Because Prayagraj and Banaras, these are the two important religious places from the perspective of Hinduism. And every year, many Hindu pilgrims visit these places. So at that time, Kavindracharya, a Brahmin from the region of Banaras, he visited the court of Shah Jahan and requested him to abolish jizya in the region of Banaras and Prayagraj, to which Shah Jahan accepted. Hence, many of them also refer him as Little Akbar. Okay, Shah Jahan's son, Dara Shikoh, he was a very learned personality. Okay, although a follower of Sunni Islam, it is believed that he also knew about Sanskrit. And he had learned Sanskrit, learned Upanishads and translated more than 50 Upanishads into Persian language. Like the title of these Upanishads are Sire Akbar. So this was a short video about the expeditions led by Shah Jahan, about the golden era of architecture of Shah Jahan, the important travelers who came to India during the time of Shah Jahan. Hope you liked the video. So guys, StudyIQ IAS English, it has come up with resolution batch GS Foundation P2I Prelims to Interview. It's an August morning batch. Okay. And this is the end of the season sale. So at this point, the sale will end on 31st of August 2025. The prices are quite affordable, 25,999. The batch is completely in English language. This will cater to the needs of the aspirants precisely from southern part of India and northeastern India. The batches are not only available for 2026 but also for 27 and 28. I repeat, the sale will be ending on 31st of August 2025. Very limited time is left. The fees is quite affordable. And let me tell you a few features about these batches. Like, if you have observed this year's paper, GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4, you'll come to know about one important aspect, that answer writing plays a very major, a very pivotal and a crucial role in your success. As a part of these batches, there would be proper focus on the answer writing aspects. Okay, like you would be writing the answers, the mentor would be evaluating your answers and they would be giving you a genuine feedback. Okay. And in that cases, you can directly interact with the mentor. Like, what problems are you facing in answer writing? Apart from the problems facing in answer writing, have you prepared a timetable? Or even if you're not able to prepare the timetable, the mentor would be guiding you in that case. Is it necessary to read the NCERT or directly watch the videos of StudyIQ or also read the notes of StudyIQ? So in all the cases, the mentor would be guiding you. So the sale is live till 31st of August 2025. Okay, and use the code Alok Live, which is flashing on your screen, to get the benefits of the course. I repeat, the code is Alok Live. Hope you understood Shah Jahan. Very soon we'll be coming up with a video on Alamgir, also referred as Aurangzeb. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.